Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. I'm Monet J. We about to do a little deep dive, see if we can complete this RICO board. See if there's anybody we need to add, subtract. We got a whole new cast of characters that we're gonna have to jump in and down and figure out how we're gonna move throughout the city of New York. What up, RD? All right. That like button. What up? Hey, happy birthday, Jeremiah. Happy birthday to my boy Jeremiah, 22 years old. You made it, my brother. You got a long way to go ahead of you. We about to jump on into this, break down Evelyn, her fourth son, Brooklyn. It's about to get crazy, you know. That's what I do. IRS, Agent Moses is in the building. We got the RICO board up. We adding characters to it because it looks like it's about to get crazy as hell. We still ain't put Obi up next to Noma. We got some randoms ready. Oh, 23? I thought you said you turned 22. Oh well. We about to jump in this. Hit that like button. Miss Evelyn is in the building. We're gonna take it back. See where it all began. Pick up where we left off. I've been sober for 4 days, or 3 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're gonna go ahead and keep that going. So tonight I got the pineapple passion. It ain't liquor, y'all. It's just a little bit of Ciroc. Sparkling water, natural flavors, and certified colors. Oh, and with vodka. I think this is pronounced buka, meaning it's a vegetable hybrid. What up, Cher? Oh, yes. All right. I'm Monet J. Today we got the Costello family. We're going to break down these characters, see how they're involved. Now, they won't be in this next episode. Maybe Aunt will. Auntie Evelyn might be in episode 3, but, you know, I wanted to get a jump on it before we got into, you know, saying, because tomorrow's the episode. Tomorrow's episode 3, so it is what it is at this point. So we got to start looking forward a little bit, but we're also going to integrate what we seen drop today with Tariq and Effie, also with Monet and Davis, and Detective Whitman. All right, now if you guys didn't know, Auntie Evelyn, she got some boys. She got some young men. This is her family here. Now, we're going to take it back, way back to where it started. To before who we really knew, we knew about him, but we didn't know about him. So we're going to start off with Mr. Frank here. Do you guys think, let me look at the poll real quick. Do you think that Evelyn is a person of interest? Right now, I'm not working with the police or anything right now. I'm not detective. I'm not Agent Moses, and I'm just Mo right now. I'm just asking y'all. Do you think that the Costellos might potentially make it up on this board? Damn, the seal ain't on this thing all the way. What up, Kendall? Oh, it was off a little bit. Oh, so y'all are saying she need to be on the board? Well, we're gonna look into this. You guys remember Uncle Frank, right? Just a reminder, Uncle Frank ain't really Uncle Frank. You know when you got those people that are close to your family and you just call them uncle and auntie? Well, Uncle Frank ain't Uncle Frank and Auntie Evelyn ain't Auntie Evelyn. All right, let's look at Frank when he first gets here.
Uncle Frank. McClain, look at you. Built like a motherfucker. Just like your pops.
Now you all remember Uncle Frank. He got out of jail early. This is back in season 1. Yeah, I mean Frank was a rat. We're gonna get to it. Hey, that's why I did this live. I said, do y'all want to do a video? I'm gonna go back and make a video of this to drop next week with more information after episode 3. But that's why I asked, did you want a video or a live? But you know, I can't do no justice in a video. I don't want y'all to just be sitting. I want to be able to interact with y'all. Now we're gonna talk about Uncle Frank and his involvement in everything. Let me know if y'all can hear this when I play it.
Uncle Frank. McClain, look at you. Built like a motherfucker. Just like your pops.
What you doing here, Frank? I thought you still had a couple years.
I got out early.
On what? Because I know it wasn't good behavior.
What's up, Drew? Zeke? I know you.
He's Zeke's roommate from school.
Oh, look who grew up. Princess Diana. You really filled out.
What do you want, Frank?
I just need a little help. Lorenzo said to hit you up. He promised me.
See, that's a lie. Because Lorenzo ain't promised nobody shit. You need to go.
Oh, shit. Ain't you the one always spouting family first? They don't know me out in these streets no more. I know Lorenzo's got you running things.
Okay, dinner's over. Drew, take Frank for a drink. Talk this out.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, come on, Frank. Shit.
Now, does that refresh y'all memory with Uncle Frank? I'm gonna play it one more time. But like I said, man, over here, we're going to take it back. We're going to break it all the way down. That's what we're doing because we got to understand who this family is. Now, they always say, if your daddy was a rat, you was born a rat. My daddy was born a man and a human. I was born a man and a human. But when a rat gives birth to a baby, it's a baby rat. And Uncle Frank was kind of nasty, but he wasn't a family member. So he looking at Diana talking about you filled out. Excuse me, Uncle Frank.
Uncle Frank. McClain, look at you. Built like a motherfucker. Just like your pops.
What you doing here, Frank? I thought you still had a couple years.
I got out early.
On what? Because I know it wasn't good behavior.
What's up, Drew? Zeke? I know you.
He's Zeke's roommate from school.
Oh, look who grew up. Princess Diana. You really filled out.
What do you want, Frank?
I just need a little help. Lorenzo said to hit you up. He promised me.
See, that's a lie. Because Lorenzo ain't promised nobody shit. You need to go.
Oh, shit. Ain't you the one always spouting family first? They don't know me out in these streets no more. I know Lorenzo's got you running things.
Okay, dinner's over. Drew, take Frank for a drink. Talk this out.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, come on, Frank.
Also, watch closely. Who took Uncle Frank out the house, y'all? Who went to go have a drink with Uncle Frank? Uncle Frank had to leave early. They didn't get to turn up. Zeke had him a couple of drinks. He had to stay the night. But she sends Drew to take Uncle Frank out to have a drink and to talk about it. Now, this right here, me personally, I think that this is going to tie into everything that we're going to talk about later on in this live pertaining to the rest of the family. We never knew what Drew and Uncle Frank went to talk about after they left the house. They went to have a drink to talk about it. How y'all think that conversation went? Because we know what he got out of jail for. Talking. Typically, that's the easiest way to get out of jail. You know something, tell something. Community Pago, I believe the Costello family will find out that Tejadas killed Frank, the rap. Whitman would tell Evelyn. Exactly. That's why I said everything's going to tie in. Trust me. That's one reason why I seen this. Once that clip dropped today, I said, oh, we got to do this. We got to talk about this because everything ties in. And I tell y'all, Whitman has been putting that pressure on the whole family. Now, I ain't going to lie. I'm always with the villain. And when it comes to movies, I'm always with the villains. But I do like seeing the police do their job. So the villains got to step it up. And right now, it looks like Whitman, he's the unspoken hero. No one's even talking about him, but he's figuring it out. He's suspended from his job, but he's figuring all of this out. So they kick him up out of here, and we know what happens next for Frank.
Niggas up, circle getting smaller, shorter every day. But trust me, niggas getting stuck, cops on that every day. But in hindsight, I'm right. I'm lying with the and I slam.
What up, Chrissy? No, Kendo. So what I'm alluding to is Uncle Frank and Drew had a conversation. I'm gonna tie it all in. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna give you the details. I just wanted y'all to see that Drew left with Uncle Frank to go get a drink. Now they've been bringing him to their bar. We've seen 3 or 4 drinks being sold in this bar, and they were always on the house. The Tejada bar, as I've said before, the Tejadas ain't getting no money, but the Tejada bar ain't doing nothing but collecting dust. They got about as many customers as JP does in Book 4 Force. You see what I'm saying? They ain't making no money. Season 1, it was like renovations. They had to put windows up because it got shot up. The bar is probably the worst investment that the Tejadas have because they ain't got no money coming in. It's just a building. They just having to pay taxes on this every year. No income, no profit, no nothing. But they got rid of Uncle Frank because Uncle Frank was talking. Let me see. And it says Frank Castillo is the uncle of Drew, Diana, and Kane. Uncle Frank immediately visits the Tejada family after getting released from prison out of the blue and claims that his brother Lorenzo promised him Monet would help him out. And that's what we just seen. Monet doesn't believe him because she suspects Frank is a snitch. So she orders Kane to kill him. This was confirmed by Tariq before Monet ordered Frank's death and after Kane killed Uncle Frank. So Uncle Frank was talking. We seen that Uncle Frank was actually telling that information. He was kind of like Teresi. You know, Teresi was in and out of jail a little bit, but what was Teresi doing? Telling. Do y'all think did y'all think Frank deserved that, man? Oh yeah, Walter. Oh yeah, we doing our job over here, man. We trying to figure things out. So Frank is killed for talking. Kane kills Frank. Drew leaves the house with Frank. Now we insert Evelyn. We know Evelyn, when Frank died, Monet looked out for her and gave her some money. Even though Monet was the one that did it, Evelyn showed up, was like, hey, I need my cut. I need my portion. Regardless of whatever happened, I need my money. So Monet took care of her. And that's why we seen this season, Evelyn came over and paid it back.
Frank was like a brother to me. Todavía no puedo creer que no esté aquí con...
You hear that? Frank was like a brother to me. Frank wasn't a brother. He was like a brother. Now, you see, they have him labeled as Frank Tejada every now and then, but it's Frank Castillo. What up, Candy? So if you listen to this whole conversation, this is how we're going to bring in Drew. And we're going to bring in her son, Gordo.
Frank was like a brother to me. Todavía no puedo creer que no esté aquí con nosotros. Yo lo siento mucho.
Él te quería mucho.
Yo lo sé.
Él siempre decía que para Lorenzo, todo.
Y ahora que estoy afuera, cualquier cosa que toda tu familia necesite. En serio, me lo dejas saber. Yo estoy aquí para ti.
Gracias, papá.
¿Cómo no? Te lo aprecio, de verdad. Mo, someone's here to see you.
What are you doing here, Evelyn?
People always stop bringing food after the funeral, but I couldn't cook for months. Losing Frank was one thing, but I can't imagine if it was one of my boys. I'm so sorry for your loss, Monet.
Thanks for stopping by.
Some white cop's been sniffing around, asking questions about Frank. Said his name's Whitman. I didn't give him anything, of course, but
Look, you gotta look her.
that's not necessary. In fact, my boys got a little foothold in Brooklyn and taking care of me.
My boys have a foothold in Brooklyn. Now, it sounds like she got some boys holding it down. Now, we talking about RICO over here. You know what I'm saying? What up, RICO? These are her boys over in Brooklyn. This is Gordo. I don't know the other brothers' names, but Gordo in 1, 2, and 3. They're in Brooklyn. They got a little operation going. That's how she got some money back. They taking care of her. So now we inserting the whole family. Now, Uncle Frank is taken out, right? He gone. No one knows what happened to Uncle Frank. We just know he gone. He dead. It's over with. Now, they say Gordo is the leader. And Evelyn is saying, my boys, they got a little foothold over there. Now, could this work? Because we need to move bricks. We got Effie stepping on bricks at school, creating more bricks. I know she talk about they ain't gonna know. There's still more bricks than what we need. This Brooklyn, hey, this might be the play. But let's go ahead and look at Gordo's description for this season. All right. Gordo is a male in his 20s, Puerto Rican, Latin, calculated and confident as a gay man existing in the streets. He was once a husky kid, now fit and attractive. Though decisions are made as a group, the Costello brothers often follow Gordo's lead. So they got Gordo running it over in Brooklyn. That's why I'm loved in Brooklyn. I handle mine just like a real should. You know what I mean? So Gordo is a gay male in his 20s. You know, they ain't giving us an age. Probably mid to late 20s since it's 4 of them. He done got in shape. That's what, hey, when you start moving real work, you get in shape. You start pushing weight, you start losing weight because you're on your feet at all times. But it's saying that the brothers often follow his lead. So they're going to put him out as the leader. Of course, we got the brothers. Let me show y'all. Let me see. This right here, this brother right here on the end, this is probably the one you got to watch out for. He look like he the youngest. You know they always the wildest ones, the most reckless. Miles, you're putting it together, brother. You're putting it together. So we know that Gordo's in his 20s. He's gay. They running out in Brooklyn. Mama got some money. Mama's looking out for Monet, but we don't know if we can trust her or not.
This isn't drama. This is my life. This
This is our life. I'm sorry I didn't make it last night, but I promise you, it's the only place I wanted to be. No, please. You understand how bad my family doesn't want this to
Maybe your family is right.
Don't follow me.
The reason I played this is because this is the moment where we seen Drew boss up, step up, do what's supposed to be done, do the right thing. The reason I played this is because we know that Everett is finally leaving Drew's life. He's going to Oklahoma, about to play with the Thunder, you know what I'm saying? About to do his thing, hopefully. Probably like 3 points a night, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 4 turnovers, something of that nature. But this text message changed the whole trajectory of Drew. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because if we watch Drew, after this, he goes and get a kill. And his description says, when Drew Tejada ties to the drug game continue to drive a wedge between him and his boyfriend, Everett, Drew finds himself reconnecting with an old family friend. Wait a minute. Uncle Frank's son, Gordo. As the two grow closer, bonding over their roles in their respective family business, Gordo encourages Drew to show his family that he should be the one to take the Tejada throne. And the reason Gordo was saying that is because Gordo was gay and he's the boss of his crew, the boss of his family. So he's probably trying to push Everett. I mean, not Everett, but Drew. And that's why I said watch Drew when he left with Uncle Frank. Uncle Frank probably talked to him a little. I mean, they knew each other because they cousins. It's weird. But that's how the Tejada family is. We had Zeke Cross, who was a nephew / brother / cousin / somebody's uncle. Then we had Uncle Frank, who was like an uncle / creep / friend. The Tejada family is just like that. So when Drew left the house with Uncle Frank to go get that drink, that's why I was saying watch them. What was that conversation? You're probably saying, hey, you're about the same age as my son, Gordo. You see what I'm saying? Because it had to be something. I don't think they say it's an old friend, an old family friend, so they knew each other, but I don't know if they just they run into each other or, you know what I mean? Like, there's got to be some kind of story. They got to mention something. Oh, your Uncle Frank. I mean, my Uncle Frank, your daddy. But Drew was there. Now, I say that these two might get close because it says Gordo encourages Drew to show his family that he should be the one to take the Tejada throne. Drew believes he has finally found someone who really understands him. But the relationship between their families take a toll on their budding romance. So basically, this is like some Romeo and Romeo. I was gonna say Romeo and Juliet, but this is Romeo and Romeo. They can't be together because of the family. While Gordo was encouraging Drew to step up for his family, Drew dismembered his father and threw him away. Evelyn may be telling the police, Detective Whitman, even though she says she ain't say nothing. She says she ain't say nothing. She might end up telling Detective Whitman that Monet and them did this because guess what? Monet ass slipped up, and we seen that in the little video that dropped today. She talking about the GTG. So now this is giving Whitman more and more stuff to build up on. Whitman is 1 degree of separation from Monet. That's all it is. You got Zeke, you had Carrie, you got Auntie Evelyn. Hey, yo, wow, now let that boy Drew be Drew, man. And the reason all of this is aligning because in episode 4, The Land of Opportunity, the Tejadas discuss how they're going to handle Whitman. Drew sets up a risky deal to help a family friend. Who is the family friend? Gordo? The RICO team gets a lead. Diana is encouraged to break ties with her family, But Drew sets up a risky deal. Now, we just heard that Gordo is trying to get Drew to step up and become the man of the family or the person of the family. I said, oh man, these Costellos, we got to watch them closely, y'all. We don't know if I don't. We just gonna put one picture up here because this is the whole family. You know what? We going to Brooklyn. All these niggas is going to jail. Let me tell you that right now. They all going to jail. Starting with this gentleman right here, Gordo. Hey, yeah, the person. I mean, I don't know. Well, we're gonna put this on the board right here. The Costello family, the crime mob. We're gonna have to watch out for them. And the crazy thing about this is, we're only on episode 2. This season, I'm not gonna lie, it seems like it's gonna be a pretty good one. So far, the first 2 episodes got me hooked. We putting together theories for. Well, I don't even say theories right now. We got these niggas under investigation. This ain't me doing it. This ain't Mo, man. This is y'all. This is y'all. Cause 75% of y'all said put them on the board. So this ain't me. This is y'all. Because if it was on me, they would already been on the board. But it ain't on me. We just going off of y'all. So we're gonna put the Costello family. We're gonna put y'all over here by the Ramirez. Oh yeah, I was thinking about that. We might need 2 boards by the end of this season. Because it ain't no telling. There's gonna be some more bodies. Now, I mean, we got Bash up there from this season. I didn't put up like the GTG members. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't that important. So I ain't put none of them up there. Just the main characters. And we know Bash been around for a while, so that's why he on there. Ramirez, that was Monet's old bae, so he had to go up there. Then you got all the baes down here because you got to remember, everybody in power messes with everybody. They about to have cousins mess with each other. Well, they ain't real cousins, but they cousins. But they ain't real cousins. They ain't blood cousins. They just on the block selling dope cousins. You know what I mean? Stay hungry. No, Brayden's uncle is Lucas. The guy that got killed, the trainer, that was Nick. He a trainer. There they go with their mom. We got to watch them. We got to watch them. How far y'all think this little Brooklyn thing is going to play out? Do you think that they're going to find out Monet and them killed their daddy? What would the outcome be of this? Evelyn snitching, saying, hey, man, we found out they killed Frank. Whitman kept asking. Chris, we don't know who the trainer was working for. Well, I got a lead. I do have a lead. I will say that. I have a lead. I just couldn't find too much information on it to give you guys enough content to have any substance. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't stick to the ribs. It just, okay, Mo, what we gonna do with that?
Frank was like a brother to me. Todavía no puedo creer que no esté aquí con nosotros. Yo lo siento mucho.
Él te quería mucho.
Yo lo sé.
Él siempre decía que para Lorenzo, todo.
Y ahora que estoy afuera, cualquier cosa que tú o tu familia necesite. En serio, me lo dejas saber. Yo estoy aquí para ti.
Gracias, papá.
¿Cómo no? Te lo aprecio, de verdad. No, someone's here to see you.
What are you doing here, Evelyn? People always stopped bringing food after the funeral, but I couldn't cook for months. Losing Frank was one thing, but I can't imagine if it was one of my boys. I'm so sorry for your loss, Monet.
Thanks for stopping by.
Some white cop's been sniffing around, asking questions about Frank. Said his name's Whitman. I didn't give him anything, of course, but
Look, you got a good friend.
that's not necessary. In fact, my boys got a little foothold in Brooklyn and taking care of me real good. You helped me out in my time of need, so now I'm returning the favor.
We both know it won't bring him back.
Take care of yourself, Monet.
Are they going to do business with them? They got a little foothold, but what we talking? We talking dope? We talking weed? What we talking? Pills? What's going on over there? Is it worth us giving them? Well, at this point, everybody needs it. If you need a brick, we need people to buy them up off of us. So come get you a brick if possible. What up, Jacoby? Oh yeah, we're gonna get on Whitman. Now she brought up Whitman for a reason. Of course, they showed Whitman in this episode. He did the elbow to gut move to the damn side mirror. I know a lot of people, they'll comment, oh, somebody gonna kill Whitman. Who gonna do it? Who gonna do it? Because right now, Monet is fucking up. Monet giving up all the information. Listen, Evelyn is laying it out on the plate right here for you. It's a platter. Come on, finger food. Get what you want. Do what you need. I'm giving you the heads up. But instead, Monet ass ain't listening to nobody. Monet said like this the whole episode. Hey, damn, Monet. Calm down. Chrissy said, does Lorenzo know his sons got rid of Uncle Frank? Did Monet tell him? I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure he knows. Uncle Frank ain't been around in a while, and he told Frank to come see them. You remember he said, hey, when you get out, Mo will take care of you. So the first place he went was over here. I don't know. You know, we'll never get the true story. From Lorenzo moving forward, we'll never get the true story from him. Kane owes him. He killed Zeke. He can't say nothing to Monet. He ain't got no power. Diana gone. Hell, he set his son up to get whooped on. I don't know, man. Lorenzo is about as good as I am in that household. We ain't got no say-so in there. She's about to start treating Lorenzo like Drew. Hey, Jacoby, thank you for that $1.99, brother. Monet said Lorenzo would have told her about Frank. That's what I'm saying. When he came in, she said you lying because Lorenzo don't promise nobody nothing. So I don't know. And Monet would have known. Lorenzo would have gave her the heads up. So you right. But he probably knows. But at this point, what's he gonna do? He killed Zeke and Kane knows it. He can't say nothing. Now we got to worry about. See, that's what I'm trying to say. So Frank, what if Frank talked to Gordo? He left with Drew. What if he talked to Gordo? Like, man, I don't know about the Tejadas. Well, we got to watch him. You know what I mean? For Gordo, if Gordo's coming in on episode 4, I don't know, they might show up in episode 3. But if they coming in at episode 4, that's quick jumping into the game. That's like, hey, take over the game. You know what I mean? That's gonna be a motherfucking quick turnaround. You know, we be wanting the backstories. We be wanting to know what the hell is going on. When did they talk? How did Uncle Frank know? You know what I mean? We want to know all of that. You can't just throw somebody in the episode And it's like, all right, cool, take over your family. Like, I don't even know who Noma is. How could I make the calls? I don't even know who Noma. I'm not in on that. I haven't even seen the warehouse with the bricks yet. Yeah, Jacoby, you gotta go back. We talked about Gordo. So Gordo is Evelyn's son. He's gay and he's gonna probably end up with Drew. But he also wants Drew to take over the Tejada organization because he's out in Brooklyn. And that's why we're on this scene, because we were still talking about Evelyn.
Sorry for your loss, Monet.
Thanks for stopping by.
Some white cop's been sniffing around, asking questions about Frank. Said his name's Whitman. I didn't give him anything, of course, but...
Look, you've been a good friend.
That's not necessary. In fact, my boy's got a little foothold in Brooklyn and taking care of me real good. You helped me out in my time of need, so now I'm returning the favor. We both know it won't bring him back. Take care of yourself, Monet.
So just to catch you up, if you're getting in here, we got 80 people. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's try to get, we got 80, get 50 likes in here. That ain't that much. It's just 17 likes. Come on now. But just to catch you up, Evelyn mentioned her sons. They got a foothold in Brooklyn. So her sons are in the game. This gentleman right here is Gordo. These are the three brothers, 1, 2, and 3. They said he's the oldest, and they look towards him. Or did it say he's the oldest? No, I don't say he's the oldest. They just look up to him. Like, hey, man, go ahead, take the lead, Gordo. There he is with Monet. We might need to put him on the board. If you got a picture with Monet, if any of y'all ever took a picture with Monet in real life, you're going on the board. You're going on. If you took a picture with Monet in real life, I mean Mary J in real life, then you're going on the board. You gotta go on the board. I don't even know who this woman is. They call her Monet on the block. Nene. They talking about Mary J. Who the fuck is that? We know Nene. If you took a picture with her in real life, I'm putting your ass on the board. So this is our boy Gordo right here. He out in Brooklyn right now. I don't know. They said it's a small, little bitty foothold. Nothing too big. About a size 8.5, maybe a 9. 10 in boots. Little foothold out in Brooklyn. They got a little bit of money. They dropping our bags. I don't know. He might be the oldest shit. I don't know. Or he might be the second oldest. Who knows? But they said Gordo should be taking over. He should be in charge.
Ah, shit. Uncle Frank. McClain, look at you. Built like a motherfucker. Just like your pops.
What you doing here, Frank? I thought you still had a couple years.
I got out early.
On what? Because I know your behavior.
What's up, Drew? Zeke? I know you.
He's Zeke's roommate from school.
Oh, look who grew up. Princess Diana. You really filled out.
What do you want, Frank?
I just need a little help. Lorenzo said to hit you up. He promised me.
See, that's a lie. Because Lorenzo ain't promised nobody shit. You need to go.
Oh, shit. Ain't you the one always spouting family first? They don't know me out in these streets no more. I know Lorenzo's got you running there.
Okay, dinner's over. Drew, take Frank for a drink. Talk this out.
It's mine.
She did always talk that family first shit. Then she choked out Diana. Then she kicked Kane out. Then she didn't want to drop an M to get Lorenzo out of jail. Then she didn't want Drew to do any artwork. She was talking that family shit for a little bit. Look how she did. Look how she did Uncle Frank. Uncle Frank just got out. Uncle Frank ain't got $1 to his name. Mo ain't even helped this man out, man. And then they killed Uncle Frank, y'all. They killed fucking Uncle Frank. Hey, Power is Fire is in here. What's going on now? Yeah, Michael, that board, hey, it's filling up, man. It's filling up. We still got a little bit of space down here on the bottom over here. And we got some space here for some people. I could rearrange some shit right now. But you want to be in this miscellaneous area over here. We don't know if we really got any charges we can put on you right now, but we looking into what you got going on. I'm just in the IRS. This is the detectives board. This ain't mine. I'm explaining what they told me. You know what I mean? I'm just an IRS agent. That's all I am. But these two over here, miscellaneous. These three down here, they dead. These two, they dead. Dead. Potential RICO charges. We're going to see how this season plays off with Gordo, because we might put the whole Castillo family in there also. They might actually be an easier piece of the RICO to bring in, because they got a small foothold out in Brooklyn. Now, I'm not saying I know about it, but I'm saying that's what they're saying. Out in Brooklyn, it might be a small foothold. That's what Evelyn told us in the very first episode. They said it's a small foothold out there. So that's Costello family. We already know about Diana. Messy Diana. We got Drew. We got Kane Tejada, who owns his father, Lorenzo Tejada. And then we got the cousin / brother / nephew / that nigga old as hell, Zeke Cross. Now, he was messing with Carrie Milgram, but then she ended up dead because she hung herself after Monet told her to leave Zeke alone. Zeke got killed by Lorenzo because Lorenzo was trying to kill Dante, but Dante got killed by Monet, and Dante was engaged to her, but sold her ring. Well, but had her ring, and then Tariq got left. The Monet killed, well, it was before Monet killed that nigga, but the ring got to Tariq. Tariq took the ring, gave it to this gentleman over here, Davis. Davis put it into an auction. This lady, Noma, came back. We ain't seen her but for one episode. She came back. She seen 3 kids after she chopped off this white lady's arm. Well, it was the hand. She could have just took the ring off, y'all, but she chopped off the whole hand. So she chopped off the hand. She put the dirty ring on. Then she kicked in the door and she finds Kane, Brayden, and Tariq in Dante Spears' condo. But if we listen to Detective Whitman tells us that Dante Spears' condo goes to Ezekiel Cross. But Ezekiel Cross is the nephew, well, son / cousin / brother to these 3. He dead. But we don't know who killed him. We got 0 leads. But back to the ring, we got Davis over here who sold the ring. Now, he put it up in auction. Now, Noma's asking about this ring. Tariq's telling Davis, we got to figure something out. But the whole time he's defending Davis, Davis is defending Tariq. Tariq is dodging Cooper Saxx. But Cooper Saxx is working with Tariq because he works with Davis at the moment because he got fired from his job. Then you have Rashad Tate. Rashad Tate, we don't really know what the fuck Rashad Tate is. At once he was a police officer, then he became an adjunct, then he was like running for councilman, then he was running for governor. He hasn't won shit. Then he was a bum, then he was at his brother's house, but now he's out. And now he's using Tariq to game the school while using Tariq to play Davis and Cooper Saxx. But back up to Cooper Saxx, he's not only defending Tariq, he's also watching Monet Tejada. But the thing is, his right-hand man is Cooper Saxx. Cooper Saxx is messing with a district attorney, the state district attorney. So she wants answers on Davis, and she wants answers on this as a collective to start the RICO. But the only thing is we can't get the RICO started because we haven't caught anybody with drugs on them, because Brayden admitted to selling drugs on campus last year to get Tariq off. But now Brayden got suspended from school. He can't go back. So he's on Wall Street. Well, that's why we at the Weston Holdings now. Tariq just got brought on to the Weston Holdings after Brayden set up this white guy with a tiki torch and a shirt and some propaganda on the computer. So now Tariq is there. Effie, as we just seen today, they dropped the clip saying she wants to sell on Stansfield. But we figured that out last week because she was trying to do a program called Course Perfect? Yeah, Course Perfect. When I just told you about the trial, the murder was the case that Tariq beat because Brayden took the fall. So all she did was change the name from course correct to course perfect. Now, we still don't know if we can trust her. And this whole RICO started because of her. Because if you go back and do the history, she told on Tariq in high school. They said she didn't tell the police, but she did tell administration that Tariq had drugs. Then all of this shit that's going on now, every single police officer in New York City knows Tariq got suspended from school because Effie told and it got brought up. Now, Tariq is a free man, but the school is treating him bad. That's why he's using Tate. Tate is getting him a room. In return, Tariq is going to get the smaller votes from all the little black people on campus. Also, there's a girl in class that took Tariq's spot at Rashad Tate's as the intern. And the reason she did that is because Brayden paid him money behind Tariq's back after bringing Tariq on to Wall Street, convincing Tariq that they could sell dope on there because he's messing with this girl named Kiki, and his brother and his uncle, they wild the fuck out. So now Brayden thinks he has an in. But then you can't forget about Brayden because his relationship with Kane is fucking crazy. Now, Kane, he's a hothead. We know we don't ever want to be one-on-one with Kane because at any moment he might pistol whip you, punch you. You never know. But Tariq has told Brayden multiple times, don't hang with Kane because he don't trust the Tejadas. He just got to work with the Tejadas because all throughout these last 2 seasons, he's been getting money off the streets, buying clothes, and giving half of M's to Davis McClain. While this family is doing it also. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit going on right now. So try to keep up. But then when you really start to look at all of this, you're like, okay, that's nice and dandy. But what about those votes that Tate was supposed to get? Well, this season, we got a new woman named Harper Bennett. Harper Bennett is Tariq's teacher, Effie's teacher, Diana's teacher, Salim's teacher, and Brusandria's teacher. So all of them are in the class. And when I talk about Salim, that's who Diana's messing with. Now, we haven't heard much about her this season, but she has a new love interest. Now, all of them are in the same class, but Rashad Tate and Harper Bennett, these two had a previous relationship. We know that Tariq owes Tate because of the room. So at some point, Tate's going to have Tariq do something while he's trying to manage his relationship with Bennett to go ahead and look like he's married so he can get that Senate seat. I said, God damn, really? Now, Lorenzo, I told you he killed Zeke. Well, guess what? His son found out that he killed Zeke, so he can't say nothing to Monet. He has to do everything his son's saying. That's why you hear everybody saying he got owned. That's the first time a son became the father. That's what that relationship is there. Now, what we're talking about tonight is Drew and the Costello family. Because the Costello family, we know that Uncle Frank, who we have on the screen, was killed because he was snitching. Drew and Kane, they cut him up. They sent them out. Now, we got Mom, she pulled up today, gave us some money. Well, it was episode 1. She gave some money. Now, she has a son named Gordo, and that's where we are today. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit going on. It's a lot of shit going on. And that's just the beginning. We didn't even get into the police side of this shit. We spoke about Whitman. We briefly talked about Gianni. We didn't even get to the police side, but that's just to catch us up to where we are over the last 3 seasons, roughly. Chrissy said, don't forget Tariq was in the SUV with Saxx last season when they dropped Yaz off with Tasha. I think Tariq working with Saxx. Nah, Saxx was just a lawyer in between them two. Because in order to get all that to go down, they had to talk to Tamika, and Tamika helped out with everything. So Saxx was the lawyer to be a part of that. But long story short, the RICO started because of here. The RICO started right here. I don't care what anybody says. Effie started this RICO. She would have never told no Tariq in high school. Tariq could have went to school and just had a regular life. But guess what? Tariq got to sell dope in college because if he would have made enough money in high school, he would have been retired before college. But this woman right here, Effie Morales, fucked up everything, man. I don't care how you put it. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. We just did a little overview of the 3 seasons. We got a little hour in. We found out who Gordo was. We got the 4 brothers coming. We got a little bit of free. Oh, never mind. We got to talk about Whitman. We got that clip. We might as well because it ties in with Monet. Let me see. Do I got it? I think I got the clip. Oh, man. Hold on. Give me a second, man. So what y'all think, man? What y'all think? We got one day. We got tomorrow night and it's on, man. I'm going to do a live. Yeah, I'm going to do the live last thoughts tomorrow. Probably like 6 p.m. Because we got Snowfall tomorrow night also. But I'm going to do a last thoughts to give our little predictions and stuff. Yeah. Damn, I thought I had the clip. Oh, I had to get it off YouTube. Hold on, give me a second.
We're done with this harassment of Mrs. Tejada.
Well, talking involves a back and forth, reciprocation. She hasn't said a word. Doing as told, I'm sure.
Well, my client has nothing to add to your witch hunt. We appreciate you coming, Detective.
You know, I did reach out to LaShawn, or his old foreman, that is, because he hasn't seen him since repairing your bar.
Well, I mean, 2/3 of contractors are crooks. You skip town.
A number of people who visit the Tejada's bar, they disappear shortly after. This vehicle, taken on a camera right outside your bar, is registered to RICO Barnes. Same street, this truck is headed to your bar. Less than an hour later, it's leaving. Dead in the driver's seat. That sounds like fucking correlation to me.
Aren't there better uses of police hours than...
Like finding a guap that killed Zeke.
I was not aware that a GTG member was involved in Zeke's death. You care to elaborate? No, I'll just do my job. Look into it.
Man, what y'all think about Monet, man? Y'all keep telling me Monet a bad mother. Shut your mouth. She over here talking too much. Yeah, OT, for the like my last thoughts are gonna probably be like 3 in the afternoon for me. So it'll be like 6. So then it'll give me time to hop off. Got like 2 hours. I can get something to eat. Then get ready for Snowfall. I don't think we ever gonna know about Effie's background unless she tells us something. You know, the little clip we seen in the season 3 trailer where she talking about, I got something to tell you too. Maybe she talks about like her family then, but I don't know if she gonna really give us no details. I really don't even care. Out of all the characters, who do you think Whitman's gonna get to first?
Like finding a guap that killed Zeke.
TG.
Who is Whitman gonna get to first? Effie, Evelyn. I know he ain't gonna give Monet the break. Drew, Diana. Because Whitman is on it. Whitman is getting close to every single character on the show. Drew, Evelyn, Whitman is going to Diana. See, I don't know. Whitman will go out of his way to go up to the school. We know that. We know Whitman is down for whatever. If Whitman feels like he can get answers, oh yeah, he's coming to talk to you. I don't know. I think I'd rather see him talk to Drew so we could see Drew's storyline, because outside of him getting beat up and breaking up whatever, we don't see Drew. You know what I mean? Like, what is the use of his character if they're not gonna give us a story out of it? Draco said, who gonna kill him? Y'all want Whitman dead? Or can Whitman make it? Can Whitman be one of the people that make it? Give him another season, man. Give him another season. He's suspended right now. He's suspended right now interviewing people. He's up here meeting with lawyers. He's supposed to be at a desk filing paperwork. You got a speeding ticket, bring the ticket to him. He'll key it in or whatever they do. This fool is out interrogating, talking to lawyers. But man, when I tell you he owned it, this motherfucker, he got the surveillance cameras from around the... Oh man, hell no. He watching too closely now. No, I don't know, man. I think he gonna get somebody in jail. I think Whitman, I think he might be the first cop to get somebody locked up, man. They might not, it might not hold. It might not hold. He might get like Drew or something or Kane, throw them in jail for a little bit. It might not hold, same as Zeke, but I think Whitman's gonna get one more person at least, or be able to send them to Blanca or Jenny. Exactly, Mal. That's why I always say, man, I always cheer for the bad guys in TV shows. Well, it depends on what kind of bad guy. If they like selling dope and robbing banks and shit, yeah, I'm rooting for the bad guys. But if we don't have a cop that's actually doing their job, because if Blanca and Jenny are the only two trying to get the Tejadas and Tariq, they're not going to get the job done. Jenny don't know who the fuck to ask. She going to be talking to Saxx. Saxx ain't figured out nothing except for there's a burner phone. All right, Kendall. All right, Candy. Bo Jackson said, I think Monet is going to get locked up. That would be interesting to see how everybody functions, especially Kane and Lorenzo. Kane and Lorenzo together without Monet. Man, Kane about to have Lorenzo doing all kinds of wild shit around the city, man. Monet might need to stay out so she can ask Lorenzo. One day she going to see Kane talking bad to Lorenzo. She going to say, why are you letting Kane talk to you like that? She got to. Let's hear what women got to say one more time. See if there's anything we may have missed.
We're done with this harassment of Mrs. Tejada.
Well, talking involves a back and forth, reciprocation. She hasn't said a word. Doing as told, I'm sure.
Well, my client has nothing to add to your witch hunt. We appreciate you coming, Detective.
You know, I did reach out to LaShawn, or his old foreman, that is, because he hasn't seen him since repairing your bar.
Well, I mean, 2/3 of contractors are crooks. He skipped town.
A number of people who visit the Tejada's bar, they disappear shortly after. This vehicle, taken on a cam right outside your bar, is registered to RICO Barnes. Same street, this truck is headed to your bar. Less than an hour later, it's leaving. dead in the driver's seat. That sounds like fucking correlation to me.
Aren't there better uses of police hours?
Like finding a guap that killed Zeke.
I was not aware that a GTG member was involved in Zeke's death. You care to elaborate? No, I'll just do my job.
Oh no, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. We've been applying that pressure. But see, if it wasn't for Whitman, then we just have Monet sitting at the crib chilling the whole episode. So you gotta have a character like Whitman. You don't like him, but you gotta have him. And that's why I appreciate, like, with Detective Burt in Raising Kanan. I like her character just for the simple fact she's actually doing her job. So it's making Tariq, like, I want to see, I'm not Tariq, but Kanan, I want to see how they adjust to the law. You know what I'm saying? Make this shit interesting. And Whitman, he doing that. Man, Whitman got HD photos from all around that. You know where they ain't got no photos from? Inside that raggedy ass bar. That bar ain't got no security on it. That bar got new windows. They had the foreman come over. He was talking one price. She killed this nigga. The Tejadas have to be the worst criminal organization I've seen on TV, bro. When you really think about the Tejadas and everything they've been doing, these motherfuckers be fucking up. They had a M sitting in the safe. Just been sitting in the safe. They ain't like investing in it or nothing. It's just sitting there. They got a whole bar. Use that $1 million and fix that bar up and open that motherfucker up. They spent that shit on motherfucking Lorenzo. They killed people in that motherfucker. Now the bar just sitting there. And we know they not using them. They not using that bar to launder money. They ain't got no money. These niggas ain't had a plug for 3 months. We know for sure they ain't had no plug in 3 months. If the house wasn't paid for, oh, they be hurting. Because what's the first thing Monet said? What about the house? I mean, what about the cars, the planes? He said, oh, you not getting none of that? You getting the condo? She said, oh, we got to sell that. Yeah, y'all ain't got no money. Evelyn showed up with a bankroll and said, my son's got a foothold. We ain't heard about none of the Costello family this whole time. But turn out in Brooklyn, they doing their thing. What they doing? What the fuck had the Tejadas been doing for the last 10? I'm just saying, y'all. Draco, I ain't coming out of no type of way. I'm just saying, what has that bar done? The Tejadas, I've been telling y'all since season 1, the Tejadas ain't getting it like that, man. They got some pull this shit because of what Lorenzo used to be. Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you? You see what I'm saying? Back then, you heard Uncle Frank. We ain't making this shit up. You hear Uncle Frank?
Shit. Uncle Frank. McClain, look at you. Built like a motherfucker. Just like your pops.
What you doing here, Frank? I thought you still had a couple years.
I got out early.
On what? Because I know it wasn't good behavior.
What's up, Drew? Zeke? I know you.
He's Zeke's roommate from school.
Oh, look who grew up. Princess Diana. You really filled out.
What do you want, Frank?
I just need a little help. Lorenzo said to hit you up. He promised me.
See, that's a lie. Because Lorenzo ain't promised nobody shit. You need to go.
Oh, shit. Ain't you the one always spouting family first? They don't know me out in these streets, no. I know Lorenzo.
What did he say?
Fucking family first. They don't know me out in these streets, no. I know family first. They don't know me out in these streets, no.
They don't know me out in these streets no more. Don't nobody know who the fuck Lorenzo Tejada is. Don't nobody give a fuck. Nobody care who Lorenzo was. We know the Tejadas ain't getting no bread. GTG running around here reckless. If the Tejadas is really like that, GTG wouldn't even be fucking with Drew. But don't nobody got respect for motherfucking Tejadas in this city. I'm not making it up. We watching it on the screen, man. Now, Walter, everybody knew Zeke. Zeke been around since they were what? Since they were young. They grew up together. So he came back. Remember, he was gone for a little bit, then he came back up there. And that's why Monet was saying she shouldn't have brought him. But he may have, known of him. But as he said,
family first. They don't know me out in these streets no more.
they don't. No one cares. No one cares what Lorenzo did in 1999.
Oh shit, ain't you the one always spouting family first? They don't know me out in these streets no more. I know.
He wasn't Big Meech out there. Frank came home, don't nobody know this nigga. Frank came home, he talking about Monet, he lying. Let me get some money. Let me get a dollar. Let me get a dollar. Let me get a dollar. No, nigga, get the fuck out the kitchen. The Tejadas ain't getting no bread, bro. Matter of fact, I might go back. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna count how many times they were in the bar, and I'm gonna tell y'all how many customers was in that bar. How about we do that? I'm gonna go back and count how many customers were in the bar, and I'm gonna try to find how much did RICO and them quote on that motherfucking getting the windows and shit fixed. I'm about to see how much they were spending and how many patrons came in there. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back. I told you IRS Mo is on the hey. I'm gonna go find out for y'all. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back tonight. I'm gonna start watching tonight. I might have it for Friday's show. Don't quote me. At Friday's show, I might have how many times they were in the bar and how much money they spent on the bar. Exactly, Miles. They have no way of cleaning the bar. Cleaning the money. Because they ain't cleaning the bar. The bar, one night, the bar was all set up. The next night, it ain't nothing in there. It's boarded up. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Let me ask y'all something. If you had to choose between JP's bar and the Tejadas, where you going? Y'all doing JP's or Monet's? I would go to JP's, but man, niggas from the outside be shooting. At least if you know in Monet's who doing the shooting. There was a drive-by, but niggas is just outside shooting over at damn JP's. JP, every night you wake up, you got to duck and roll when you in that motherfucker. They ain't got no employees. Drew ass should have been working at the bar. That's where Drew should have been. Instead, Drew running around the street. You heard Kane. What did Kane say? Yeah, Lorenzo and Drew, they out there spreading our footprint. What did I tell y'all? It was a footprint on Drew's back. Whole time in Brooklyn, the Costello family, they getting it in. They got a small footprint. The Tejadas ain't got shit. The Tejadas ain't sold no bricks. They got the Jamaica Ave niggas there packaging it, but they ain't putting it on the streets. The Tejadas ain't doing shit. Someone show me an episode where the Tejadas move some work. This nigga Kane stole from his mama. He stole from his mama. That's some flexing for you. That right there is hey. Yo. Yeah, I was earlier. Hold on real quick. I'll be right back. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. My damn brother then flew in talking about, you cold? Yeah, nigga, it was earlier. That's why I got a hoodie on. Nigga, I turned the heat on. How was it in that living room? With that other room feeling like cold over there? Shit, I'm over here trying to explain some shit. You talking about, you cold in there? It was, nigga. They got locked out the bar because of COVID. Nah, man, they ain't even. That's one thing about Power. They didn't suffer that. You know, a lot of shows they were putting on masks and stuff. Power is like, nah, we ain't. It's at a commercial break. My dog Frank, man, said they don't love him out here. So are we done seeing Everett?
This isn't drama. This is my life. This is our life. I'm sorry I didn't make it last night. I promise you. It's the only place I want to be. No, please. You understand how bad my family doesn't want us to maybe your family is right. Don't follow me.
God, buffoons. That text right there just gonna change his whole life, man. That message right there, we about to see a whole different Drew, y'all. He about to take over the city, y'all. This Drew right here is, hey, it's about to be different. Y'all wanted a demon, y'all about to get a demon. They saying, oh boy, in Brooklyn doing his thing. That's what they saying. Gordo doing his thing. You seen that bankroll that his mama brought over? Hey, let me ask y'all this. If y'all Monet, are y'all taking that stack? Are y'all taking the stack? Noble said, yep. I know that's right. Jacoby said, breaking news, Snowfall spinoff announced. Okay. Let me see what they talk about. Well, you know, we don't mention that show when we talking about Power, but you paid for it, so we got to talk about it. Breaking news, Snowfall spinoff announced. Who's the spinoff of? Let me see. What's it on, like an Instagram or something? I mean, that's pretty much it of Power anyway, man. I just wanted to jump on here for an hour, you know, talk about the Castillo brothers. Gordo, him and Drew supposed to be taking over. Hey, where'd you see it at, Jacoby? I'll talk about it real quick. Out here in New York. Hey, so y'all think episode 3 is gonna be a good one though? Cause it is tomorrow, man. Like I said, I'm gonna do my last thoughts. I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do a condensed video of this and try to hit like all the key points where we ain't like joking around and stuff. So that'll probably be up next week. Well, hell, Friday or like Saturday or something, because this episode tomorrow. But I'll do a condensed version of this. Do you guys like that? Like having a live where we can actually talk about it and then having a little video you can just listen to? Because I'm gonna add in more details, especially after episode 3. If there's anything else I can add to it, I will. Draco said, I feel the episodes ain't gonna be a 10 until Tariq finds out about Lauren. That is true, because as of right now, it's like we're waiting to see when that's disclosed to everybody. Like everybody knows, oh shit, Lauren is alive, or Tariq, I killed Lauren. You know what I mean? We're waiting for that moment to see how it is. Is he gonna run into Lauren? Like Lauren escapes? Because you know, we've been seeing a whole bunch of shit, but when she escapes, is she talking to Tariq? Is she talking to somebody else? Effie? Oh yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Cause you know I can't watch Snowfall till midnight anyway on Hulu. They be tripping. Lauren is the big shoe that has to drop. Well, it's the big show. Let me look that up. Snowfall spinoff. That's no. Y'all think adding the Costello family is gonna be good for the show, or it's just like it is what it is? Because this is gonna show if it goes exactly how they put out in the description, and Gordo's trying to tell Drew, "Hey man, take over the family." Are we gonna see an evil Drew and he gets pushed away like he goes out with them to Brooklyn, and now it's him versus Kane? You know what I mean? Like, how are they gonna do that? Gail Bean's rumored to star in it. Hey, okay, the spinoff Wanda and Mo, man. Yeah, that sounds good. Snowfall spinoff in early development at FX. Gail Bean rumored to star. So it was an hour ago. Exclusive, hot off the press, a spinoff of the hit drama series Snowfall in early stages of development at FX. Sources tell Deadline, no one will comment, but we hear that it comes to fruition. The offshoot would potentially star Gail reprising her fan favorite Snowfall character Wanda. The spinoff is a continuation of the original stories in the 90s in LA, South Central, transitions out of the crack era into the gangster rap business, with areas heavily infested by gangs led by the Bloods and Crips. Wanda would serve as the connective tissue between the original show and the offshoot, which is expected to introduce other main characters. Oh, so what? Like, it's about to be like Lulu and them on Raising Kanan. So, all right, so we got the early 90s. We got some rap going on. You think she gonna take something from like Jam and Jerome? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, y'all should do something dedicated to Jam and Jerome. I don't know, man. What y'all thinking? Just off of hearing that, what you thinking? Just off of that. So basically, we about to just have a. Ali doesn't come out till. Oh shit! It might be out now. I mean, I don't know. I can't watch it till midnight. So I think it come out at 9 my time. Well, I mean, I think it come out at 9 regular time if you got. I don't know, man. I can't even lie to you, bro. All I know is at midnight, mine drops on Hulu. I'm not gonna watch mine till tomorrow morning, so I'm not gonna be able to give you any information on Snowfall. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow, go to the gym, come back, record, and get ready for the evening. I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of how this would be. I mean, of course, it should be straight, but do I want another 90s? Can I sit through another 90s show? No, I mean, no knock on Wanda or any of the actors, and I'm just saying, like, do I? I know it's not gonna come out to like 2024, maybe 2025. But do I really want another 90s style show? Because we got BMF, Raising Kanan. We got this. Well, I mean, this would be over, but still. Oh, yeah, man. Power dropping that, man. 50 ain't letting them off, man. He know we gonna watch it. And as long as there's not a 2-year gap in between, you'll continue to watch it, man. We consume so much shit now. That's why you see some websites, they just drop the whole series at one time. You know what I mean? Amazon. They'll drop it all in one day. We never finished Swarm over here. We did episode 1 and 2, and it's only been a week, but no one even talks about that shit no more, man. They just drop shit because you consume so much, man, and you can just watch it no matter where you at. You could be at work, you can watch it on your phone while you're driving. Hey, don't be watching it, but you can have it playing. So as long as there's no break in between, you gonna hit or you gonna miss. So like, yeah, we said that Force wasn't that good, but when Force aired, it was like number 1. But even if Force doesn't do as good, the other shows are gonna carry that. You only need one show to carry the other ones, because at the end of the day, you can stop at the 2-3 seasons. Nah, Ali, it looks like it said it's gonna be a continuation, but it's gonna be into the rap business. So that's what I'm saying, like a NWA, like an NWA series. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm gonna tune in and see, but after a while, I lose interest in shit, man. You know, it's gonna be like, all right, that was a Snowfall spinoff, but they should have already like started having this in production so they could have something drop by the end of the year. You know what I mean? Because, well, I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna give it a chance because it could be a good show. Now, I don't want it to be too much of a reference to Snowfall. Now, of course, they'll probably be like Franklin. They'll say Jerome, Skull. They might mention their names, but I don't want it to be too much of a reference. You know what I mean? It just spins off. Hey, she goes into the music game and it's a story, but she's a part of it. JoJo said, I ain't watching that nonsense. I mean, I'm gonna check it out, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I always give everything a try. If you dropping the show, let me see what it's about, man. If I don't like it, then I don't like it. But if you catch me, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go into it with a fresh mind. Of course, once we hear some more stuff, I'm gonna update you. But once it airs, I'm just gonna watch it as a new show, man. It'd be good to see Wanda back on screen. Hopefully she cleaned up, but on this channel, once a junkie, always a junkie. So no matter what she does in this next spinoff, we're gonna still know that Wanda was hitting that rock and she was hitting it a little too hard. Yeah, FX does a great job. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go into it with an open mind. You know what I mean? I'm a hater though. I'm a hater just like the next person, but I don't consider it hating. If I gotta pay to watch something, I can feel how I want to feel about it because I paid for it. If I buy some food and it's nasty, I can say the food is nasty because I paid for it. Now, if I come over to your house and you cook something, I'm not gonna say it's nasty in front of your face because that's just rude. But if I paid for some shit and it's nasty, I'm gonna let you know. So if I pay to watch Hulu and this shit trash, I'll get on here and say it was trash to me. It ain't gotta be trash to everybody, but I'm not no hater like that though. I might say the acting is bad or maybe the storyline wasn't good, but I ain't gonna hate on nobody acting because get your money, man. You on the TV, at least you trying. We over here watching you. So at the end of the day, we really can't say nothing. Ali, I don't think she's gonna be the main character though. I think she might just be, because you got to remember, she knows the business aspect. Well, now we going into Wanda's character, but she knows the business aspect just from being around Franklin over at the Weston development. So she might like, let's just say Leon dies. She might just know some of these dudes from the projects. You know what I'm saying? They grow a little bit older. Now they taking over and she's still here when she was supposed to be back in Africa. But that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying about that though, Ali. I don't want it to be too much of a reference back to Snowfall. So have her in it, but don't have her as like a main tier. If anything, have her like a Davis. Not saying a lawyer, but Davis is in the story, but he's not really in this. I mean, you know what I mean? Like it could show some shit that's tied to her, but for the most part, let's focus on the story, and we just have her playing a role. Oh no, I'm the same way, man. If you trying, that's why you'll never see. If I rate a show or a movie like below a 4, hey, you just didn't try. You just if you try, even if you don't got the best acting, if you got a high quality camera and we looking like at least that motherfucker was clear though, you at least getting a 4 or a 5. But if you get below a 4 in a rating, you just didn't try. You didn't try, man. You got to have one thing going for you. But hey, man, just take it as a learning experience, man, because I've been there before. Yeah, I'm back here now. I just got my channel back a month ago. You know what I mean? My numbers ain't like they used to be. But hey, it is what it is, man. I do it because I enjoy it. But I see you guys like doing a little live show. So I'm like, man, we're going to be doing more live shows like this, especially if we got characters. So make sure you start hitting me up on Instagram if you want me to break down something. We can talk about it. You know, I do my research on it. What up, Shakar? Jojo, I never seen you. I tried to watch. I think I may have watched the first episode and it was so slow, man. So the way I judge movies, this is how I judge movies. I gotta have the TV on. When I go to sleep, I gotta have the fan on. I gotta have the TV on because I leave my TV on the timer. So this is how I judge how good a show is. I put a show on to go to sleep. I watch the show until I start to doze off. But if it's a good show, I stay up. But if it ain't good, I went to sleep. So I don't never go back and watch it again. I'll never go back and watch a show. If I fall asleep on it, I just finished Your Honor. Like the last 2 episodes that I seen, I was dozing. I'm not going back and watching them. It was just too slow for me, man. So if I go to sleep on the show, like if I'm up, I'm turning the timer off. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Now I might go to sleep on it, but if I stay up and turn my timer off to watch it, then I'm gonna go back and finish it. But if not, it's kind of like drumline. You know, when you go up there, you do your ta, 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 and they honk the horns. If I don't turn the timer off, I'm not watching it again. Yeah, I finished Swarm. I finished Swarm in 2 days. I just never got on here and talked about it. I know Struggle Review, she wants me to do it also. I need the screenshots. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a lot of episodes to go back and get screenshots from. So if somebody want to get screenshots between episodes 3 and 7, or someone has them, send them to me. But come on, that's a lot of work. That's why when they drop series all in one day, man, it's tough for me to do like breakdowns for y'all. Cause I gotta, there's a lot of shit. It ain't like no time in, like we're gonna do Snowfall. I got time to get screenshots, get on here and talk to y'all, watch Power, get screenshots, do that Friday, chill. You know what I'm saying? Then get prepared for Bel Air on Sunday. But when you drop the 7 episodes at once, that's gonna be tough, man. I can give y'all a summary of it if y'all care to hear that. But Swarm was good. I didn't like the ending, though. I'm not gonna lie, I did not like the ending. Has everybody seen Swarm? It was better than I thought. I liked how each episode was a whole different story, basically. But I did like that. I just didn't like the ending. Now I will say that's one thing. If BMF wants to step it up in season 3, BMF at the beginning of every episode, just say this shit is fictionalized based on some truth, and just wild out, man. Look how they coming on here, man. It's 2 episodes in, and we looking at this shit like we done watched 2 movies, 2 different movies. We waiting on episode 3. BMF, you want to step it up, man? You got to go like that, man. You got to turn that shit up a little bit, just a little bit. What's going on, Renee? I don't know, Renee. Nah, man. I know if I see something like documentaries, a documentary, no matter if I fall asleep on a documentary, I'll go back and watch that. I forgot I was supposed to be looking up. Swarm was straight though. I just didn't like the ending to it. Snowfall. Is Deadline owned by Yahoo? How they got the same exact title? Who you think gonna beat up Brayden? Talking about he about to get a beating. Shit, man. Hey, I ain't want this to be nothing but just a little hour. We talked about the Costello family. We got Gordo getting introduced. Maybe the end of episode 3 or in the middle of episode 3, but we know episode 4 might be taking off a little bit. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. I'm Monet. Support the channel. Cash App is at the bottom of the screen. MOEDOTJ. I'm gonna grab me a little snack. Probably record my last thoughts video for tomorrow. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, we'll do my last thoughts live. I'm gonna do a video and then do it live. Then we got Snowfall at 9 p.m. Eastern for 3 hours. We get off, watch Power episode 3, hop back on for the first reaction to that. Then Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, we got the live after show discussion for episode 3 of Power. It's going to be a pretty good time, man. Got a couple of more videos dropping this week, and then we're going to move forward, man. We're just going to keep moving and moving and moving. Remember, tomorrow's Thursday. Chill. Don't be working too hard at work. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm out. Cash App's at the bottom of the screen. MOEDOTJ.